let's start this Harper Hack 2025 kickoff. All right, can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, hello everyone. Thank you for coming and welcome to Harper Hack 2025. Well, welcome to our kickoff. I'm glad everyone here is available to join. From again, looking at it from all just different parts of the United States and even just around the world. So thank you everyone for being here, and excited to just start this hackathon off and see all the amazing things that you all will be building. So just as a brief overview of what exactly we'll be going over throughout this kickoff, the first is the prize details. We'll then, again, many of you may know the prize already, but we're just going to go over the prize, just again, briefly. We'll then take a look at what exactly does the hackathon timeline look like. Third, we'll then go into meeting the judges. So you'll get to see, hey, who exactly are the judges? And we'll dive a little bit into, what they're looking for. But then we'll also follow up with just a brief overview of the criteria as well too, right? That way you all, because each judge will be focusing on specific things. So well then again, next up, we'll give an overview of the criteria. And last but not least, we'll do a quick fabric demo. So wanted to try to do building a whole app, but for time's sake and everything like that, and wanting to respect everyone's time, we're gonna we're just gonna go ahead and just demo setting up an account and just giving an overview of the new UI that was just released last week. At JSConf North America. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So going into this, for the price. Okay, sorry, for the prize and everything like that, the winner will get a trip to Tokyo. Now, I'd say by show of hands, has anyone here ever been to Tokyo? I have not. So whoever wins this, please take lots of pictures. I'm going to be living through you. So I can't wait to see. It is a dream vacation. I can't wait to see, all the amazing just things you all will be building. And last but not least, I can't wait to live through the individual who'll be winning this trip to Tokyo. So again, that's the prize of this hackathon, and excited for this. So next up, let's go into the timeline. So the timeline of this hackathon, the length of the hackathon itself is 2 weeks. And so today, from our kickoff event, October 21st, which is today, this is officially the hackathon starts literally as of today. And the deadline, you'll have 2 weeks to work on your project, application, and the deadline submission deadline is going to be November 4th. Then after that, we're going to take a week looking over all the amazing projects that you all have built out, just diving into them, and November 11th, we at our closing event that we'll then announce the winner there. So again, hackathon length is going to be 2 weeks. We'll then have a week of just going through and detailing and just going and just looking into each submission. And November 11th is when we'll have that winner announced. So yeah. And next, I wanted to go ahead and dive in and jump into meeting our judges. And I think, but no better way of starting this off with meeting Kyle, who is our Executive Vice President of Strategy and also one of the co-founders of Harper. So Kyle, take it away.
Thanks, Austin. Also, looking at my headshot, I really wished I shaved in that before I took that picture, but we'll get it fixed next time. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining. I'm really excited to see what everyone creates and builds, and also get feedback on our platform as you're starting to use it. Like Austin said, we just launched last week. So I'm just like really excited. Being a co-founder, I've been around, the company since the beginning of time. When we first started Harper, our vision was always to make interfacing with your data and then ultimately your data intensive applications really easy, making it really accessible for developers and seamless, like really lowering that friction from idea to execution. So I'm just really excited to get our platform in your hands and see what kind of creativity you all employ with your ideas and how you use our platform. So thank you so much. Really looking forward to being a part of the team to look at these projects and get someone out to Tokyo. Really excited. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Austin.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Next up, again, we're going from left to right. Next up is me, Austin Akers. I am DevRel here at Harper. And again, been at Harper for about a year, been an engineer for over a decade and whatnot. And as for just specifically what I'll specifically be looking for in regards to the into like your submissions or the applications that you're building out. Sure, not only am I looking at creativity, but also I'm looking at like actual like real case like real world like use case, right? So actual like real impact. Those are the two things that primarily I'll be looking at when it comes to submissions. I think it's one thing to build out really amazing software and whatnot, but having the potential to have actual impact is something that just I stand really strong by. So again, excited to see what you all are going to be building, and yeah, as I said, those are my criteria, the two specific criteria that I'll be looking for throughout these just reviewing these applications and these submissions. Next up, we have Ethan Arrowwood, who is one of our senior software engineers here. He is also a core contributor. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ethan, but you were also a core contributor to Node.js. So again, correct me on that, but want to just hand it off to you.
Thank you, Austin. Yes, I am a Node core contributor, and I've been a senior software engineer here at Harper for over a year now. My career is built on open source, and it continues to be propelled forward by open source. So that will definitely be what I'm looking for in submissions is just great use of open source technologies and pushing our industry forward, the JS community forward. In addition to working on Node.js, I've worked on some Node.js like community projects like Fastify or Indici, and here at Harper, I was spearheading our recent open source launch. So if you got to see me at OpenJS conference, make sure to say hi. And if not, it's great to meet you virtually. And I'm always happy to get involved on public GitHub. So yeah, feel free to tag me and send me links, and I'll happily take a look.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ethan. So again, y'all, these are again, everyone, these are we're your judges. We're excited to see what you all are going to be building, and yeah, can't wait for it. And jumping into the next part of this kickoff. Before we even go into the criteria, we really just wanted to highlight like how exactly can you win or increase your odds of winning. Well, first part is I think the most important, using Harper at the core, right? So yeah, using Harper at the Harper Hackathon, I think that'd be quite important. Next, we want to see you integrate AI. Right? I think that's been really, a lot of us have used really interesting. Well, a lot of us use AI in like our daily workflow. So everything from GitHub Copilot to, I know people have used Anthropic or Chat GPT, right? But if you can figure out a way to, again, integrating AI into your application will be a huge plus. And last but not least, actually being able to showcase real impact. So while yes, again, using Harper is fantastic, integrating AI is great, but building out, but sort of taking those two things and showcasing real world impact is what's really going to, I think, elevate your submission and increasing your odds of, winning this hackathon. Now, to summarize and going into this, what exactly are the categories or what are our judging criterias? The first one is creativity. So not just a simple, hey, I'm going to use AI in a to-do app, right? But having an actual creative solution. Next up is technical execution. So again, I mean, I think technical execution, it's really speaks for itself, being engineers and whatnot. Again, and the next one as well, as stated before in the previous slide, using Harper. So leveraging the Harper, leveraging the Harper APIs, or just building with Harper, being able to deploy, using that would be fantastic. And last but not least, clarity of submission. I think at the end of the day, with all the amazing work that you all are doing, being able to have a clear, having a clear submission is important, because it allows for us to not only, dig deeper into your application, but also we want to be able to, really take the time to intricately judge just each application. So having a clear submission from how do you get it up and running to, or if it is deployed, right, having a link, right, and if possible, even creating a short video of your application, right, but having a clear submission with the description and everything, as you'll see in the form, as the submission form as well, will be really, really important. We want to give everyone a fair chance of being able to win this. So again, these are our four areas of 4 pillars of how we're going to be judging how we're going to be judging each submission, or each project, I should say. And if you have any questions, please put it in the chat. Okay. And now jumping into this, I think we have about a good 15 minutes or so, right? It's about a good 30 minutes. So, so 15 minutes or so. We are going to jump in, and I want to give everyone a brief overview of our new platform, or new UI that we have for Harper. We just released this. If you all don't know, several things happened last week at JSConf North America. We open sourced Harper Core. But we also released our new architecture, and including our new UI, which is Fabric, Harper Fabric to be more specific. So what I wanted to do is take a moment and give everyone just a nice overview of just being able to understand, just working and just going through the Harper platform. So what I'll do now is, if you all want to follow along with me, you can, but you don't have to. We'll go to harper.fast/start, and we'll begin there. So I already have it pulled up, and I think it should still be showing on my end. Is it still showing for y'all? Everyone good?
Yep, we see it.
Wonderful. All right, so I'm currently on harper.fast/start. Again, start on Fabric. If you scroll a little bit further down, we'll start on Fabric. You'll sign up. Now, I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. But again, go through the sign up process. For me, since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and sign in here. And now that we're logged in, actually, when you first log in, you'll be directed to creating a new organization. So you'll see name, we can create an organization. I'll call this the Austin, or better yet, the best org, right? So kind of put that in there, because this is going to be the best organization here. And this organization acts very similar to just being able to contain all your different clusters and instances. Very similar to when you have resources in Azure or AWS. Is sort of a easy way to manage these things and categorize everything. So after you create your organization, you'll immediately be directed to creating your first cluster. Now, just as an overview, or just sort of a quick aside, I should say, when you sign up, don't worry, we will not be asking for your credit card for the free tier. So you don't have to worry about that. No stress. Create your organization and create your cluster. And I'll call this the best cluster. All right. I mean, I'm really doing great with these naming, the naming here. But yes, you'll go through your cluster name. Again, co-locate it, the free tier, and with our free tier, you'll get 1K reads a minute, which should be more than sufficient. And the average estimated P90 latency for your distribution, I think over the course of these, or over 2 instances, I want to say it's averaging around 83 milliseconds is what you should expect. But yeah, 1K read and writes a minute. And then from there, you'll be able to create your new cluster. So this will take a minute. For the sake of time, I've already created a cluster. Again, it'll be provisioning. It'll take a moment. But again, for the sake of time, I'm actually going to go ahead and go to my personal organization, and I have a cluster created. I'm going to sign in, and yeah, I think. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think here. Let me make sure that I actually have my there it is. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. So again, I've signed into this cluster. When you first initially create a cluster, you'll be asked to set a password. As I said, set the password, log in, and you'll be directed to this page. Now, obviously, you can see here, I already have a test application, but without that, what you'll see when you first join is you'll see the status check. And again, this is now, we've gone and we've created an organization. We've created a cluster. And this cluster here again, this is where I think the bread and butter of everything is. So this is where you'll be able to, once you create your application, you'll be able to import your application and easily deploy this within the Harper platform. Now, for the sake of things, if you'd like to, you can create an application here, but we're not going to do that. Oh, actually, I'm going to do this for now, but I wanted to also highlight some really interesting points and really nice points to like just with Harper. So, for example, when we go in here, right, let's say, again, I've created an application, but for your application, you're going to create a schema.graphql. And the wonderful part about this is that Harper itself, the platform, is very, I want to say, data-driven. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but it's data-driven. And we're here in the schema GraphQL. This is where you can define your tables in your database. So, for example, in this application that we have here, we have a table called to-do list. Again, that's a table. And we use something here called export. And export allows for us to export this table as an available REST API or other external protocols if you want, but by default it is REST. So again, in this table we have our our columns or whatnot. We have our different keys. So we have our ID, which is our primary key. We have task, which is a string, is active, a Boolean, and is complete, a Boolean as well too. These are all, several of these are indexed. And again, if you've used a SQL, or better yet, if you used GraphQL, this is just a very strongly typed way for us to be able to define the fields. So again, ID, you give it a type of ID. Task, which is a string. This will be a string. So what happens here is, again, we've created this table. If I want it to, is completed, is active, I could create a different one, ask a description, or I'll just call it description, right? And we can give this field string, right? Give it a what type of this? This is the type of this key, or this key is a string. And so now that we have this, we can save this. Again, different when you're developing locally and interacting with this. Then I'm actually going to restart our cluster. Should take less than 60 seconds. And this is where I want to highlight several things. One, we'll go inside the database tab once this is successfully restarted. Wonderful. And you'll see here that, again, we actually have, again, I've had data. I kind of went ahead and tested this beforehand, but we actually have our columns. So ID is completed, is active. We have description, right, which is what we just added, and task as well too. So this is a very empirical way, or a very straightforward way of us being able to develop our, design our tables inside our database. And even on top of that too, going back, kind of referencing back to what I had here with this at export. Well, what if you don't want to create these REST APIs, like a backend that does like your update, your delete, and everything? Because of this export, we automatically at Harper create the your API endpoints. So if we go to this tab here called APIs, and we scroll down here, you'll see that you can actually go ahead and from the to-do list itself, adding things, getting the to-do list. You can get specific IDs from that to-do list, and everything in regards to the the CRUD operations. It's all there, so you don't have to worry about having to create your back end, your a lot of your endpoints, and so we streamline that significantly. Anything else? Anyone want to add at all? Ethan, Kyle, Alec, Ivan.
I think you nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah. We also, on top of what Austin is showing here, we have documentation and like docs.harper.fast. Is that where it would be? I think. Anyway, we can post a link here. Talking through how to define data models, how to do exports, and what our RESTful interface looks like. There it is. There's our docs. Awesome. Thank you, Austin. And we can drop that into the chat here for folks as well. But this will get you going off the jump.
Most definitely. And then if you all are wondering as well too, okay, well, there's REST. We also at Harper allow for things such as, I think, what vector indexing. So, we also can do, I think, real time as well too. So if you're looking to build out a real time application with the Harper platform, that all should be available in the docs as well. And all of that's possible. Again, check out the docs if you're wanting to build out certain types of applications and whatnot, but it all should be there, and the entire process should be very streamlined and everything. So again, this is it right here. Again, this is our platform. You should be able to, again, from our your databases, from being able to add records and modify things, you should be able to work with this. Again, access to your APIs as well too. As you'll see here, if we take a look at even just to-do list, want to get like the to-do list itself, we can execute this. And if we look at a fetch as well too, again, we have Swagger API integrated within our platform. You can see that this is the API endpoint that you can actually use for that specific cluster. So yeah, again, that's that. You'll get a response. Essentially, this is what your example response would look like. And as I said, pretty straightforward. Or I like to say, if you have any questions, how about this? All I can say is if you have any questions, please reach out. There's a help channel. Everyone here is willing to help, answer questions at all. And we genuinely can't wait to see all the amazing work that you all are going to be doing.
Yeah, and our engineering team is also on Discord as well, and they, outside of just this group of faces you're looking at, they will also be helping out for any questions that people have. So thanks again. Any feedback as well, really appreciated. Just continue to make our platform more incredible.
Yeah, thank you very much. And any closing thoughts at all, everyone? I think that's it. Yeah, as I said, we can't wait for you all to, well, first off, last but not least, I can say is happy hacking or happy Harper hacking. Man, almost had a little tongue twist there, but happy Harper hacking. And can't wait to see what you all are going to be building. So see you all soon. And again, any questions, please reach out. More than happy to help. So thank you and good luck.